What's up guys, Rampage here again, bringing you today's question of the day. So for today's question, I'm going to be asking you guys, what is your favorite Pokemon movie, if you've watched any of them? Now for me, my favorite ones, I'm going to say ones because I like pretty much only about 3 of them really. Which is the first one, that's just a classic, good one. I like the third one, the one with Entei. And I like Pokemon Heroes, I think that's what it's called, and I think that's like the 5th or 6th one, which had Latios and Latias. So yeah, those are the Pokemon movies I liked. And yeah, leave your answers in the comments below, and let's get started with the battle. What's up guys, Rampage here again, bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Here I have an OU battle against someone who goes by the name of DNB770 that I found off of Smogon. I'm using this one team that I kind of based around the DD-Ments, just because I wanted to use a DD-Ments for once. Don't know why, I just had the urge to use it, and yeah, so that's pretty much the basis of my team. My opponent, he's using a Hell team with a bunch of ice types, no spinners, so as long as I get my Stealth Rocks up, that'll be pretty good, but he does have that Xatu, so it might be difficult. But without further ado, let's get started with this battle. So I'm going to lead off with my T-Tar, and my opponent's going to lead off with his Deoxys. I figured he'd either lead with this or the Abomasnow, and if he led with Abomasnow, I believe I would have been able to get my sand up first because Tyranitar is slower than Abomasnow, at least that's what I think. But anyway, I'm just going to go for Rock Slide first turn because I thought that he might go out into a Xatu, not wanting me to set up my Stealth Rocks because, more than half of his team is destroyed by it, but he's actually just going to stay and get his own rocks up, thinking that that's more important. But I do have a spinner, so I'm not too worried. But he has this big ass threat around, and I can't leave my Tyranitar in, so I'm going to switch out into my Celebi, but I just got predicted. And he's going to go for the X-Scissor, take me out easily. I see no Life Orb, so I'm thinking I'm only thinking Choice pretty much since I see no Life Orb. So yeah, now I'm going to go out into my Fortress just to spin away the Stealth Rocks because, Ments doesn't like those Stealth Rocks, and it's just good to not have Stealth Rocks up. But he's going to go back out into his Deoxys, which is fine by me. I thought he would go for Taunt, but he's actually just going to go for his Stealth Rocks right there, as I'm just going to set up a layer of Spikes. And that's also going to help because Hazards is Hazards, and I believe Spikes is 12%, so yeah, or at least one layer is. So anyway, now he's going to go for the Fire Gem boosted Hidden Power Fire. So yeah, but I do have my Sturdy, so I'm going to be able to live that, which is nice. And I'm just going to go for the Rapid Spin right here because, like I said, I don't like those hazards. And he's getting hurt by Sand. I've seen Hidden Power Fire, Stealth Rocks, and that's pretty much all I've seen. And since he hasn't gone for Recovery yet, I don't believe he has it. And I'm predicting him to go for Stealth Rocks again, so I'm just going to go for the Rapid Spin again. And now I'm going to switch out into my Ments because I'm pretty sure he's just going to want to take me out now with the Hidden Power Fire. So he could just set up his Stealth Rocks later. I'm not going to let him. Going to go on the Ments, then just kill him off with an Earthquake the next turn, and then he won't be able to, go for any hazards. So yeah, I'm able to take out the Deoxys. I get that Moxie boost, but I don't have any speed boost, so I doubt I'll be able to start sweeping yet. And besides, he does have 2 Pokemon that have Ice Shard, being his Abomasnow right here and his Weavile, so I can't stay in. So he's going to bring out his Abomasnow. I'm going to switch out into my Fortress, just because I know Fortress can take an Ice Shard because I do resist it and I do have good defense and all that fun stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much that. But now I'm actually going to switch out right here, knowing that he's most likely going to go for the Hidden Power Fire just to take out my Fortress. Hopefully, I was hoping he didn't go for the Wood Hammer, and he does go for HP Fire, so that's nice. And the reason I went out in the T-Tar was because I just wanted to get my Sand up, because if I got my Sand up, I knew that he would switch out wanting to get his Hail up again, and when the Abomasnow comes back in, it's just going to take a lot more damage from the hazards, and that was pretty much what I was thinking right there. But now I'm going to go back out in the Fortress's Death Bother. Don't need it. Its health is too low for it to really be useful to me. And then I can just get a safe switch out into my Terrakion, and that's what I proceed to do. And I'm just going to go for the Rock Slide because, he has a Weavile, Abomasnow, Kyurem B, and his Xatu, which is all hurt by Rock. So I figured that'd be the safest move. But I missed the Rock Slide, which is unfortunate. But I'm going to go for it again, and I'm actually going to be able to take out the Xatu, which is nice. But the funny thing is, he has his own Terrakion, and it's kind of obvious that I'm Choice. Well, I don't know if it's kind of obvious, but well, I don't know, but I have Rock Slide. It was kind of obvious I was going to go for it again, so he could have just switched out into his own Terrakion, but he didn't, and if he did, his Xatu would have been alive. But anyway, that's neither here nor there anymore. He's going to bring out his Terrakion. I'm going to go on the Mence predicting a close combat, but he's actually going to predict my switch, go for the Rock Slide, take me out. So I'm going to go back out into my own Terrakion and just go for the close combat, because close combat destroys the rest of his team with that Xatu out of the way. So yeah, he's going to bring in his Kyurem B, most likely his Death Fodder, because, well, anything would have died pretty much. It's a freaking Terrakion, one of the hugest threats in the game. So yeah. Now he's going to go out into his Abomasnow. It's pretty obvious that he just wants to go for the Ice Shard, and then I can take an Ice Shard, so I'm just going to stay in and take out the Abomasnow with a close combat. And yeah, so that's a dead Abomasnow, and I'm looking pretty good now, because all he has left are 2 Pokemon, I think, while I still have 4. So yeah, now he's going to go out into his Weavile. I think it's 4, it might be 3. Yeah, it's 3. It's 3. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, he's going to go out into his Weavile. I'm at -2 defense. I don't want to take an Ice Shard. I know it's coming, so I'm just going to go out into my Tyranitar. And he is going to go for the Ice Shard. I know I can take this pretty decently because I am bulky, and yeah, and Ice Shard's a pretty weak attack. But anyway, I know he's most likely going to go for the low kick, but I'm just going to stay in, leave my Tyranitar in his Death Fodder. I could have switched down to Rotom. I believe Rotom is real light, so the low kick wouldn't have did much. But I really don't need my Tyranitar anymore. It can't take on the Weavile. Definitely can't take on the Terrakion. So now I'm going to go back out into my Terrakion. I'm just going to live this Ice Shard because I know I could. And I'm just going to go for the close combat, take the Weavile out, which is nice. And now all he has left is his own Terrakion. I'm assuming that is Scarf. So I just hope that I can win the Speed tie right here. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm hoping for. And if I don't win the Speed tie, I still have my Rotom, and I think Hydro Bump can take it out from that range, even in the sand. So yeah, but that doesn't matter because I won the Speed tie, and I'm going to be able to take out the Terrakion. So yeah, that's a good game. I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys did as well. And I keep saying "and" a lot, but I don't know what else to say. So yeah, good game. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the near future. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, sub, and yeah, peace out.